Water levels have forced these beaches on the Russian River to close. Others are discouraging visitors from getting in the water or boating. KPX5's Wilson Walker says that's bad news for businesses still trying to bounce back from the winter floods. Wilson?
Yeah, long road back for a lot of businesses here. This obviously a weekend that they're all focused on as being sort of the launch of the thick of their season here. And the river, well, it is not quite ready to cooperate.
So it's come down, but it's still too high for us to consider opening this weekend.
For Ted Schroeder, this was to have been the first summer-style weekend at Burke's Canoe Trips, and that will have to wait.
It's disappointing for a lot of people to miss out on Memorial Weekend, businesses and visitors alike.
The Russian River just too high and too fast after May rains. In Monte Rio, the public beaches will be open this weekend, but the canoes, they will remain locked up.
I definitely think that the beaches being closed and the companies not renting is a good idea right now. I think a lot of people who are inexperienced about the river will come up with their families, and I think it could be just dangerous in general.
And this, of course, something of another little setback for the businesses who have been struggling to recover from the floods of late February. So business owners here are accustomed to looking for silver linings.
Just clean up. I mean, we're cleaning up. We're going to make it presentable and safe for the people around here, the locals and the customers that come in. And
when we met Roger Hicks in late February, he was just assessing the flood damage. Today,
but these are all disinfected and cleaned up, and the wiring's been done. The framing's been done.
His Village Inn is now operating at about 60% capacity, and it has been a slower road to recovery than he would have liked.
Yeah, we thought we would be by now. We thought we would have all the rooms running.
I was more optimistic. I thought that we'd be fully open by Memorial Day. I think we're not going to get fully opened until the 5th of June, so we're 2 weeks behind schedule.
Karen O'Brien runs the inn on the Russian River. She also has a few rooms that are still behind schedule, so no vacancy really means about 80% capacity here. But there are some larger trends going on that may be more troubling than the actual flood aftermath.
Even people who are unimpacted, I talked to many of the other innkeepers, and they've been having a very tough, slow season.
Well, people are coming, but not like they did in the past. It's actually still because of the fires and the floods that scared them off. And we want them to know we're alive and well here. Come on in and have some fun. The river's ready for you.
Have disrupted this part of California in a significant way. Then you had the flooding here. Some people also mentioned that there is still snow in the Sierra, so you have sort of a competing recreational interest there. But they describe it as generally fewer people here on weekdays and smaller crowds on the weekends, and that's a trend that they think that might take about a year to shake themselves out of after, a couple of years of bad news up here. But as they tell you, most things up here open for business, and they would be more than happy to have some more visitors over this holiday weekend, despite the river being closed and maybe a little bit of rain. We are live on the Russian River. Wilson Walker, KPX5.